Let's head over to our next recipe for the day. Can you guess what it is?
This recipe is going to be our very easy peasy potato curry. I'm gonna make this with boiled baby potatoes and some basic spices. Let's get started and add some oil to our pan. In goes some fenugreek seeds. If you don't have them, you can skip this step. Fenugreek seeds, because they add a nice aromatic base to your curry. In goes the fenugreek seeds. Next thing that goes in, give it a little shake. In goes the cumin seeds. These will give it that nice aromatic, almost woody, like a whole kind of an earthy flavor to your curry. Then I have some curry leaves that are going to go right into the hot oil. I like to rip them open instead of putting them whole because I feel like that way they release the maximum flavor if they're ripped in half. Turn down the flame and give it a gentle toss so that everything is well combined in the hot oil. And this way the oil gets infused with all of the aromas. Cover it briefly because the curry leaves can jump around and hurt you. Now the time to add the powdered spices. We are going to go ahead and add some coriander seed powder. Turmeric powder. Make sure it's added on top of the seeds and not directly into the oil because that can make it burn. I also added a pinch of garam masala. The last thing that's going to go in terms of the powdered spices is going to be the paprika. Before we do that, we're going to give all the other spices a gentle stir. Add the paprika. Immediately add about a few tablespoons of water and cover your pan and turn off the heat. Yes, this is the trick to getting your curries to have that nice red color. Let me show you. Well, sorry about the steam, but look, you see this red color? This coloration is from the paprika, and the way to extract the maximum color from it is to do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some asafoetida, which is also another aromatic. Since this is being made without ginger and garlic, it's a very common practice to use asafoetida. The water and the spices together are simmering away. I'm going to go back into my bowl of boiled potatoes. I will smash them between my palms and then drop them into my pan. You don't need to remove the skin because they're very tender potatoes and it tastes really good with the skin. You can also make this recipe with red skin potatoes. It tastes absolutely delicious. So I've used about 17 to 20 potatoes. All of those are going in and I will give it a gentle stir. Still going. I'm going to give it a gentle stir. Just make sure not to break the potatoes. So use a wooden spatula or a silicone spatula to do that. You don't want the potatoes to break and fall away. You still want them to hold their shape. A little cilantro, never hurt anybody. So that goes in. And you'll see the water will keep evaporating. The spices will keep cooking. And gradually the oil will separate from the spice blend. Which means that your curry is ready for the next step. Take a look. It smells so good in here right now. Alright, I've gone ahead and add a little more water. Now I'm going to add one more aromatic, and that is dry fenugreek leaves. This is an herb that is a dried herb which really gives all of your curries like a nice North Indian earthy flavor. While that is simmering and coming together, I will take 4 tablespoons of yogurt, which is at room temperature. I will give it a little whisk and I will drop it right into my curry. You see how the oil has separated? Yeah, that means your spices are well cooked. Okay, so the yogurt goes in. This will give it that nice tangy taste. And now I'm going to toss everything together very gently. Again, you'll see the potatoes have been cooking for a while, but they're not broken. They're still pretty whole, right? And the fact that we've smashed them has allowed all the salt and the seasonings and the spices to get into the potatoes. So when you bite it, it's beautifully flavored through and through. I also like to add a little cashews and raisins, but you can add any dry fruits or nuts of your choice. Some people like to add peanuts and cranberries or coconut flakes. Whatever you want to do, just do it, baby. I just feel like adding a little nuts and a little hint of sweetness from the raisins gives it that very festive and nice look. And it also gives you a well-rounded taste with the sweet and the salty and the sour, all of that happening together. All right, so our dish is ready to be plated in front of our Lord Ganesh and Ma Lakshmi, as we like to call her, the goddess of abundance in all things material and immaterial in this world. It smells incredible. Just before serving, what I will add is a little more cashews and raisins. And of course, there's no such thing as too much cilantro, so on goes the cilantro. I hope you will give this dish a try, and this is going to help to light up your Diwali table. Thank you so much for coming to our presentation. Happy Diwali on behalf of Queen's Curry Kitchen and Flushing Town Hall. Namaste.